Hey, good evening, everybody. I'm Johnny Congdon. Well, we hit a full slate of games this Saturday, so let's jump right into some SEC baseball action. Let's head to Plainsman Park, where the Auburn Tigers had their hands full with number 4 Arkansas. Early on, Tigers trailing 1-0. Not anymore. Brooks Carlson, the former Sanford Bulldog, goes yard, and we're all tied at 1 apiece. And what's better than one former Sanford Bulldog? We'll make that 2. Sonny DeShera gets all over this pitch, drives it deep out of the park, and the Tigers have themselves the lead. Bottom of the 8th now, tied at 3. Runners at the corners. We don't see this every day. The squeeze bunt from Mason Land. Throw to the plate is nowhere near the catcher. Blake Rambush scores sliding head first, and Auburn, they get a big win at home over Arky. 5-2-3. Let's head to Tuscaloosa now. Beautiful night on the capstone. Jacob McNeary on the bump for the Crimson Tide, and early on LSU, well, they jump all over them. 2 down in the bottom of the first, and this is a shot to dead center field. 1-0 Tigers, but Bama, they would punch right back, and they're bunting. This must be a trend around the SEC. Jim Jarvis lays that one down. Throw to first, nowhere near the first baseman. Caden Rose comes across to score from second, and it's 3-1 Bama. And when they're not scoring on bunts, well, they're scoring on even more unconventional ways. This time it's a wild pitch. Bryce Eblin gets on his horse and scores from third. The head first slide beats the tag. 5-1 Bama. They lead 8-3 in the 8th inning. Now, let's stay in Tuscaloosa. Bama taking on Missouri in softball, and early on tied at 1. Tigers threatening with the bases loaded. Alex Salter gets out of the jam. A huge strikeout there. We stay tied. Now let's jump to the 5th. Deja vu. Same situation. Bases loaded. 2 outs in a tie game, and Montana Fouts gets her swinging strike 3. And then Bama bats while they rise to the occasion. It's the junior from Eugene, Oregon, Abby Dorr. Runners on second and third, and Dorr shuts the door. 3-1 Bama. They go on to win by that score. Here's Abby Dorr post-game.
I needed to get the job done for my team because they deserve every moment. And I'm just happy that Tao and Bailey were on base and Jenna Lord moved them over. So they did their job and it was my turn.
High school playoffs now. Game 3 between James Clemens and Hugh and Trussville. Win and you're in. Scoreless in the top of the 3rd. Kurt Kaiser at the dish for the Huskies. Launches this one right up the middle, and that'll bring in Jack Ollis home from second for the first run of the game. Trussville goes up 3-0 in the 3rd inning. Top of the 4th now. Ethan Dutton with a well-placed bunt. Satchel Wheeler tries to scoop it and get him out at first. That throw is offline. The Huskies will wave Ollis around again, and they take a 4-run lead. Now Hewitt Trussville, they would force a pitching change. Still top of the 4th. Carson Weidman sends it to right. The JC shortstop tries to make the play, tries to get him at home, but Tyler Blake is called safe, extending the lead to yet another run. And Hewitt Trussville, the Huskies, they take game 3. They take on Vestavia Hills in the semis for the right to play for a state championship. Another game 3 this afternoon. Sean Anderson and his Pelham Panthers taking on Hueytown in game 3. Early on, little blooper to the pitcher. Hit and run is on, and that's just bad luck. Will Cooper is doubled up at first. The Panthers lead 3-1. Now it's a 1-run game. Christian Pritchett takes this pitch to left center field. Leadoff double for the Panthers, and then why not knock them home? How about Joshua Calvert? Laces this ball down the left field line. Pritchett comes in to score, make it 4-2 Panthers, and Pelham, they take game 3 in the series, winners over Hueytown. Let's stick with Pelham now, but head from the diamond to the pitch. Soccer playoffs against their arch rival Helena, and early on the corner kick, Cesar Gonzalez, that header out front makes it 1-0, but then the response from Pelham, some fancy footwork here, buries the biscuit. The Ronaldo Selly were all tied at 1, and then it's more Pelham. First shot on the net is saved. The header on the juicy rebound on front. Fabian Calderon, and he can keep running all the way to the Final Four. Pelham, they take down Helena 3-1. And we finish strong tonight with some USFL. The 3-0 Birmingham Stallions putting their perfect record on the line against Tampa Bay. And early on, it's the Bandits who would pound the rock. Former Alabama back B.J. Emmons on the carry. He's been so good for them all season long. Alex Magoo back in at quarterback for the Stallions, but, well, that's not what we like to see. He's sacked by the former USF football. That would be Greg Reeves. And then Birmingham's defense, they would also rise to the challenge. Dondre Tillman gets his own sack, and Birmingham, they win a slugfest, a defensive game. They win 16-10. They remain undefeated, 4-0 in the USFL. And finally tonight, Rich Strike is the winner of the Kentucky Derby. He was an 80-1 long shot to win the race, but hey, that's why we tune in. Another reason why sports is the only true reality show. You never know what's going to happen. Guys, back to you.
Thanks for that, Johnny.